Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all the participants that willing to take this training program with us today. First, let us introduce ourselves.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am NURUL and I am the project leader.
Hi, my name is ZAHIRAH binti AHMAD SAIMI. I am a secretary.
Hi, my name is AMIRA NABILA. I'm as a coordinator.
Hi, my name is NURUL AMIRA and I as MC. Ms. Puteri has shared a link to Google Form to fill in the attendance in the chat, and I hope you have downloaded or printed the module that we emailed to you a week before. But if you haven't downloaded it, Ms. Puteri have shared it in the chat. You guys must be so excited to start the program, right? So without going any further, let's invite our trainers, Ms. Sharbrina and Ms. IZZAH, to introduce themselves before brief a little bit about leadership training that we will conduct today.
Thank you to MC. First of all, thank you to project leader because give us her trust to train the trainees today. First of all, my name is NURSYAZA binti ISMAIL. You can call me Miss IZZAH. I received my education from Polytechnic Mara in Diploma Human Resource Management and State University in Bachelor of Transformational Business and Social Impact. As you guys can see, I have experience on this job since 2017 as personal trainer until December 2018. And in February 2019, I finally become professional trainer and I'm a trusted trainer that helps receive education in leadership training with a lot of experience, and I has become professional trainer in polishing other skill and development. Now I will pass to Ms. Sharbrina.
Thank you, Ms. IZZAH. Assalamualaikum and good morning to all the trainees. My name is NURSHABRINA binti ASMAWI and you guys can call me Ms. Sharbrina. From the slide that's shared by Ms. NURSYAZA, we can see that I am educated at College Polytechnic Mara in Diploma of Human Resource Management, and in 2018, I attend University of Malaya for degree in Human Resource Management. I started my career earlier this year as personal trainer. I may be still new in this field, but I believe I can do a better from the education and skill that I received. So I hope everyone can receive something from today's program in order to improve yourself. So, have any of you heard of leadership skill? What is leadership? So some of you might think that being a leader must have the power to control others. Well, that's not how leader work. Leader have the ability to influence, encouraging, and help a group of people toward the achievement of a vision or set of goals. And for those who don't know, leadership refers to the ability of an individual or a group of individuals to influence and guide followers or others members of an organization. Leadership abilities can help you in all aspects of your career, from applying for jobs to expanding your career. For your information, the studies of leadership have produced theories involving traits, situational interaction, function, behavior, power, vision and values, charisma and intelligence, among others. A great leader set a goal and vision for their team, and they are also effective communicators, collaborators, and decision makers. Great leader adapt to their surrounding and empower teams and peers to success together, regardless of industry, experience, or perspective.
Next, leadership skills are important for employees who are new in their job to develop skill and development. It is effective leadership have a positive impact on employees' retention, performance, engagement, and morale. It also can affect your business because it can increase their productivity and efficiency. It shows that leadership skills are needed tools to benefit the business at all levels. Anyone can be a leader, and title don't define leadership. You don't need to have a manager role or large team reporting to you to be considered a leader, because every individual can benefit from leadership training.
Last but not least, I already briefed you about leadership, and Miss IZZAH already briefed to you on about how important is that skill. But you might have some question about leadership training. So what is leadership training? Leadership and management training programs are designed to help you learn new techniques and skills for managing your team, such as effective communication skill, motivation method, and coaching. Leadership training is ideal for anyone in a supervisory role. It also suitable to people who are in a new position or to people who already have experience to keep their positions secure. Plus, as a leader, you are the person who are responsible to push your team reach their full potential and bring out the best of them to reach their career goals. So to boost your leadership skill today, me and my partner, Ms. IZZAH, will demonstrate an instruction idea to develop a more comprehensive and knowledge about leadership. Are you understand what I elaborate just now? If any of you have questions, feel free to ask. So if there is no question, that's all for me.
Thank you, Ms. Shabrina. Now, with those opening, we will take a break for 30 minutes. All the participants are allowed to go to the toilet or finish anything unsettled, but please return again after 30 minutes, which is in 10 a.m. because we're going to proceed our program today with demonstration and instructional ideas on how to develop your leadership skills. We start the second session since all the participants has entered the meet. Being on time also example of Being on time is also a good example of leadership characteristic because we don't want people to wait for us, especially when we have goal to reach. Let's move on into the next session that will be demonstrated by Ms. IZZAH and assisted by Ms. Shabrina.
Thank you to Ms. AMIRA for willing to give me a chance to demonstrate about topic which is leadership. Alright, we have seen the meaning of leader, the importance of leadership training, and what is leadership training just now. So for this second session, we will discuss how we want to be a good leader. Then we will revert to use some weaknesses that are often faced to be a good leader. Then we will that often to face by the leader and ways to face those weaknesses. And the last one, we will see how to improve our leadership skill so that we become better and quality leader for the team. As we know, being a leader is not easy no matter how skilled you are. There must be certain things that we must face in order to move forward. There are issues that arise that make companies should conduct training. The first issue is lack of communication with co-workers. It's easy to make people hurt us but not listen. As a leader, your voice needs to be listened by others, but in order to do that, it is required communication between leader and co-workers. For example, a leader must get a vision and persuade his team to do the same. How can a leader connect on an individual level and inspire people to move toward their goals and vision if they are unable to communicate? They are unable to establish trust in order to ensure that their verbal communication and non-verbal behavior could reinforce each other.
Next, a leader fails to set a clear goal and plan. Proper planning is essential in achieving goals, but is frequently overlooked by leaders. They are overconfident that they can achieve the set goal without truthful preparation, which causes the employees to be unable to complete the given task as well as the leader to face difficulties such as poor work quality and a lack of productivity. If leaders always set inconsistencies in their goals, it will affect their life, their employees, and the company as a whole. Goal setting and planning is a dynamic process, but leaders do not review and update this information on a regular basis.
Moreover, poor execution and lack of accountability by the leader is also one of the issues why training to be conducted. There are two reasons why leaders consistently fail to execute. First, they are not disciplined in pursuing their own plan. Second, they struggle to keep track of what is important. Third, they lack the right people in the right job to make it happen. As a leader, they must have a responsibility in their task and they have to make sure the co-workers didn't slack in their job. That's why it's important to have the right people on the job. Also, as a leader, we must follow our goals and vision by making a clear planning. If poor execution and lack of accountability by leader happen, it will affect the workers as well as organization. Last but not least, leaders don't know how to deal with the stress and anxiety when facing challenges. It is normal for leaders to be stressed because that is human nature. However, the anxiety that these leadership challenges can cause can be a major challenge for leaders. Fear, self-doubt, and a slew of problems and expectations that leaders frequently face can all contribute to the level of stress that threatens a leader's ability to lead. When under pressure, the leader will struggle to calm down and focus. This will have an effect on the employees around them because it will make equally anxious and as a result, their job performance will decrease. Now, I will pass to Ms. Sabrina to elaborate how to face the issue that I mentioned.
Alright, we already know the problems that are often faced by leaders. Now we will learn how to face those issues. We know it's not easy to prevent problems or even face it. One must have a better preparation to ensure they are ready. Now, let's all focus because this is important for our future position and job. There are many ways to face it. Firstly, when the leader has a problem in communication, they can overcome it with use the right communication tools. The first step toward overcoming this is to ensure that the leader have the necessary infrastructure in place for healthy communication. For example, if each employee is behind their desk, the leader can use email and Slack as the best solution and other connect teams if work is less desk to make it more cell-phone friendly. Furthermore, leader can set up a special chat room for leaders and employers to share information while performing their duties. The leader should also practice the method of communicating with all employees because it can be the most effective way to convey the meaning of the message. By using the right tool, the leader and co-worker are able to communicate and understand with each member.
Next, the leader can set a practical goal. It is important to set a goal because it can make everyone more focused and concise with their responsibility as a leader and workers. It is inconvenient for a leader to set an unreachable goal and want to reach it without proper planning. Instead, set a big goal. It's more manageable to have a short-term goals and reward yourself along the way. While the leader may set a bar too high, some leader may also set bar too low. The leader must try to avoid disappointment by setting goals that are simple to achieve, because if the goal too easy to achieve, the leader will make it lightly and overlook. A strategy should be developed by the leader by making a plan of action to achieve your goal in critical component of setting goal.
Furthermore, how to prevent poor execution and lack of accountability, the leader must address the poor performance in leadership as soon as possible. Problems that arise can be prevented from becoming worse by taking immediate action. One of the leader's responsibility is to overcome poor performance so that it does not affect the employees or the organization. While their responsibilities are confrontational, that's not necessarily the case. Leaders need to focus on one's work presentation, not an appearance. Assume that the most people want to do their job well and not intentionally complicate the situation. An effective leader is basically a good follower. They understand that they are accountable to those in power. They know that it's not a good idea to be selfish or to do the work alone, but they should make sure that their job priorities are in line with organization goals and have a sense of self-worth. Lastly, if the leader feels stressed and anxious, it is recommended to seek professional help instead of endure it. We understand that leaders dislike asking for help, but this is the most crucial step you can do before things worsen. Mental health should be treated in the same way as other illness. No one is resistant to depression, especially company leaders and managers who are continually confronted with obstacles at work. We may be able to cure their healthy concerns by obtaining professional care. So I think it's better to take a toilet break for 5 minutes before I pass to Miss IZZAH to brief about how to improve your leadership skills.
Alright, I will continue our program today by brief you to the purpose improving your leadership skill. If you already have some leadership skill, it's better to polish it because it might be useful for us in the future. We don't know what position we may hold in the future, maybe a team leader or maybe supervisor. So we must improve our skill in order to be ready to be in that position when the time comes. There are several purposes of improving leadership training. First and foremost, to help you in the future, like I said just now, we never know what our position in the future. So it's better to prepare ourselves before it happens, because if we don't have a proper skill in leadership, we might not be able to lead a group of people toward goals that has been set. Besides that, assess their strength and weakness. Everyone has a different style and method in performing their tasks. So, knowing their strength is beneficial for them in order to overcome their weaknesses. Also, it could be better if they identify their leadership style because it can help them strengthen their job performance.
Plus, expose them to how to be a good leader is also the purpose of this training. Just now, by identifying issues that arise and find the solution to that matters, the trainee may able to do that in their job in the future. It's maybe not easy as said, but I'm sure all the trainees have a good idea how to lead their team to achieve the organizational goals. Not only that, by exposing them how to be a good leader, the trainee can take those as an example in leading their own teams and improving themselves in every aspect to be a great leader?
Last but not least, install a disciplined attitude in themselves. To be a good leader, one must have a discipline in them. This discipline is important to show how educated and skillful you are. If you have a discipline in yourself, you will realize your responsibilities as a leader and as some who responsible in leading your team towards organization goals.
Well, for me,
All in all, being a good leader doesn't mean you control your people. Instead, it refers to your abilities to lead, inspire and motivate others to improve themselves and move forward towards set up goals. I hope all the trainees that took part on program able to take something from our training today. Thank you for our participants who stayed with us even though we have a lot of deficiency, especially when we have to conduct this training via Meet. Unlike usual, we conduct face-to-face. Thank you to everyone who participated in success in this program. That's all from us.
Thank you, Ms. Izzah and Ms. Sabrina, for elaborate every demonstration with detailed explanation that I'm sure every trainer that participated today also able to understand every point that stated. By end the demonstration by Ms. Izzah and assisted by Ms. Sabrina, the participant can take break for hours to have lunch, pray, and so on. I hope all the trainers can join again at 2 p.m. because we will conduct tasks to make sure all the trainers understand and focus throughout the program. Since it's already 2 p.m., we will proceed the program by giving a couple of questions to the participant. Anyone can answer the question given, and if your answer are acceptable, there will be a prize for you. Without going further, I will pass the mic to the project leader herself, Ms. ITZZANA, to read the question.
Thank you, Ms. AMIRA. Now I will read the question. So for the first question is, what is leadership and why is it important to you? Anyone want to answer?
Dengar tak suara? Okay. Assalamualaikum. I would like to give a try. Leadership is ability to influence and guide followers or other members of an organization. It is important to me because it is helpful for me in my job. That's all.
That's a great answer. Thank you. Okay, for the second question is, as a future leader, how do you handle disagreements on your team? Anyone willing to answer?
Assalamualaikum. I would like to answer this question, and I think I will handle this agreement in my team by communicating with them to solve the problem. That's all from me.
That is also a very good answer. Thank you. And lastly, for the last question, question 3, how do you keep your team motivated as a future leader despite conflicts and obstacles? Anyone?
Miss, let me answer this question. Well, for me, I will keep my team motivated by being a good role model who is always positive.
That is a good answer too. Thank you. So that is all from me.
Thank you, Ms. ITZZANA. We almost come to the end. Before that, let's all thank both of the trainers that spared their time to meet us today. I hope with leadership training program that held today, our trainers could move forward and ready to lead others, even themselves, toward their goals with confidence. Before we end our program today, there will be a link shared in the meeting chat that we give a chance to trainers to point out their opinion and their feedback about today's program. Thanks to the trainers.
Thank you, everyone.